going on, everybody? Welcome to episode 10 of our West Ham career mode, and today we have got a couple of games here as we move into the January transfer window. Now we've got Burnley in the league, and then Brighton in the league, and then Brighton again in the cup, all in the space of a week. So I'm not so sure we're going to do too much this episode when it comes to transfers. We're going to take a look, obviously, at players we plan to move on and things of that nature, and see if we can bring some players in. But for the moment, I'm not sure any transfers will get over the line today because I am waiting for some scouting reports and things of that nature, because I believe we're going to move Fabianski or Adrian on, and I also believe we're going to be moving a midfielder on. I forgot which one in the end, but these are the three goalkeepers I'm looking at. Andre Onana from Ajax, Alex Murray from Napoli, and then Geronimo Rui over there at Sociedad. Three good goalkeepers, three goalkeepers who are young and could get better, and three goalkeepers who could be around for a long time. Now Obiang, as I remember, is the player who's going to go ahead and most likely leave. He did put in a transfer request. He asked to leave because we weren't playing him too much, which is fair to him. But some of these players we've had on the list since the beginning, and we'll see who we end up going with, because I want to go with goalkeeper first, and then Obiang is going to leave this window, and we'll see what happens there. Now, as I realize it, we've gone ahead and put the wrong player on the transfer block. I believe Fabianski is going to be the one we move on, but I'm not going to put him on the transfer list just yet, just in case it becomes a bit of a pain. But Obiang is going to go to the transfer list as well, because he would like to leave. The rest of the players I think we're okay with. There are some players I'd like to move out on loan, of course, and Snodgrass is also a player we are going to get rid of, but we'll see what actually happens. But for the time being, we'll have to wait a couple of days before we even get into the transfer window. So everyone here is just going, coming, and all sorts of different things of that nature. So let's jump into our game against Burnley. They are, let's see where they're placed in the table. They are above us. We have a chance to go within 1 point of them, I believe. And yes, here we are. Everyone's played 20. Except us and a specific set of teams, a couple here, but we've got Burnley coming, and as you can see, we can get within 1 point of them here at 28, and a win here could move us up to, a win here could move us above Spurs on goal difference should we win. It'll put us in 8th, and then 1 point back of a couple of teams up here. We do want to finish in that 5, 6, 7 area at least, and hopefully this puts us on track there. So let's jump into it. We got West Ham and Burnley. Looking for a bit of something here early on. Burnley, as they play a little bit of good football, and that's good football right there, and all a bunch of one-touch stuff. The cross came in on the volley, the attempt came in on the volley, and it was straight at Fabianski there. Out wide, Masuaku, and it's Felipe Anderson here, and Ismail Yassar has made that run, and it's going to come to him, and that's a really good save. He put it right at him, though. And then that second one, I guess, was an attempt, and he's put that wide. I was just pushing B. I guess the second one was an attempt, and it pushed it wide. I mean, to be fair, that came at him rather quick, and he would just have to move his foot and kind of hope he gets it on target. So it's a little bit tougher than it looks, but the first one, gotta get that in the back of the net. Nicely done. It's gonna fall to him, and there's a hit, and not far wide. We're on top early here. Wow. Nicely done. One more. Felipe Anderson. Decent touch inside. It's one more here. Nicely done. Arnautovic. And he gets it across, and there it is. It's a lovely finish. I tried to get it to him originally, and he finished it this time, Sarr. Though the ball, I believe, tried to get to the back post, but we kind of took over from there and found a really cheeky little finish into the back of the net. We've taken the lead here, and here it is. And he's put it back and did well to get that back quick enough and steer that out goal and not just let it stop right there. Really nicely done. Ismail Yassar missed a chance earlier. Finally makes it 1-0. Our 40 minutes gone here. Off to a pretty good start this half. Oh, nicely done. Kind of skipped around me there. Goodmanson cuts back inside, and the pass is cut out by us. Let's come forward here, and now we've got a 4-on-3. It's Felipe Anderson. Does really well to find Lanzini, and it's Lanzini who cuts back inside, has an attempt, and it's in the back of the net. I cut back possibly to make that pass, but he cut the lane, and that means he's left the lane open for the strike, and on an early counterattack, 2-0, and we are in a very good position. We're going to start grabbing some points hopefully today, after a couple of disappointing episodes where we didn't collect all the points we wanted. A good start here, 2-0, and 50 minutes on the clock. Hopefully we can hold out here. Here comes Felipe Anderson. It's into a good spot. Back across. Tried to get through. In the end, got a little bit lucky and had a hit. Oh, and it's a great finish. And it's Lanzini again, 3-0. We got a little bit lucky with the deflection off of Arnautovic's dribble, but the extra pass there gave Lanzini a bit of space, and he's just fired that into the back of the net from 18 yards away. A great goal, and hopefully that is game over there at 3-0. First time he's just smacked that, and he had to hit it first time. The man got right in front of him, and he found the back of the net anyway. 3-0. Nicely done. One more. Wilshire gets it back, and it's Lanzini who has a hit, and oh, he smashed the post, looking for his hat trick, I believe. And that is one heck of a hit there, and that's just careened off the post. Very close indeed. Decent ball in, and it's going to come out, and we are going to collect the 3 points here, and it is a very nice 3 points. I believe they have given us a tough time earlier on in the year, if I remember properly, Burnley. But they are above us by 4 points either way, and we've gotten 1 point, or within 1 point as of right now. And we've moved up a couple of places up to 8th, which is a decent spot to be in. And we've got a game against Brighton coming, a team we whipped earlier. That one was our easiest game of the year, I'm pretty sure. So hopefully we can go ahead and replicate that. As you can see, we've moved up to 8 above Tottenham on goals, on goal difference. And we've also got the goals scored aspect as well. Zakaria moves up to 79 overall. So guys, I'm not going to, I don't believe, bring any transfers in this episode. So let me know in the comments what you guys think I should do at goalkeeper and in midfield, and then hopefully in the next episode we'll go ahead and sign a midfielder, most likely, as a transfer offer comes in for Antonio. 10 million, not awful, but he's not going anywhere right now. 73 to 94, 75 to 94, very nice. This one, Ramon Velasquez, looks pretty decent. 74 agility, 73 crossing, 74 free kick, 72 long shot, 79 curve, short pass at 72, not bad. Finishing at 48, so we'll hold off on bringing in any of them up for another month, and then we may move ahead and do one of them. But let's jump into it. We've got Brighton here, and hopefully we can go ahead and replicate what we did earlier on in the year. So let's jump into it. West Ham and Brighton. Out wide here, Yarmolenko. And they're doing well to push forward here. And there's the run, and it's great, and it's Nasri. Takes a touch outside, and that is such a dreadful attempt from Nasri. I cannot believe how poor that attempt was. And he tried to take a step outside to create the angle a little bit bigger for us. And that attempt is just awful. Good football here from Brighton. Oh, I thought I won the ball there. And he's been sent off. That is not ideal there. I thought I was going to sneak in front of him. And Brighton have an attempt from the spot here. Van Hinkel, and he's missed it. He's at the post, and we're gonna sneak away here and get a little bit lucky at the moment, and it's gonna go out of play, and we're gonna go ahead and need to change this around. It looks like, as I've unplugged my headset, we're gonna take Nasri's the one who's going to change up here. We're going to bring on Diop. I thought for a minute I didn't have a center back. I always have one. And it looks like that is going to be the change. And we'll just play 4-2-3 at the moment. Yarmolenko and Felipe Anderson will drop back as they normally do. Nicely done. Here's Wilshire. And it's Yarmolenko out wide here. He's found space. Yarmolenko. There's plenty of players here forward. And that's a dreadful attempt, but it's come back to Felipe Anderson. And can we get it to him? Not quite. And it's come to Arnautovic, and we've taken the lead. We are. Let's be honest for 2 seconds. The last 5 minutes or so have been probably the luckiest I'll ever get in a FIFA game right there. The penalty goes off the post, and that first attempt is really dreadful from Zakaria, as I was just smacking the B button. I keep forgetting I can't do that. And then it comes to Felipe Anderson, gets a touch. The defender touches it back on, and it just falls to Arnautovic a couple yards out. And it's 1-0 to us. Oh, nice ball in. Oh, that's a lovely finish. He's just smashed that. And they've opened us up there, 1-1. And it's Van Ginkel, I believe, who missed the penalty. And he's had a smack this time, and he's found the back of the net from open play. 33 minutes gone, and we're level again. And this has been a bit tough with the 10 men. Look at that finish. That is a stunning finish. He's just smashed that. No chance whatsoever. It's 1-1. Nicely done. One more out there, and there's Felipe Anderson in behind. Felipe Anderson, it's a great save, and it's come back. And another fortunate goal goes our way. It's Arnautovic's second, and that one has hit the goalkeeper. The defender gets in his way, and it just sits right outside the line for Arnautovic. Felipe Anderson did really well, fair play to him, but they both dived in. He couldn't hold on to the save, and it's just fallen right there to Arnautovic, and he just taps it home. 2 for him, a combined 6 yards out, maybe. Open goals, 2-1. Nicely done. One more. Arnautovic. He's going to have a pop from distance, and that is going to end the half. And we go into halftime 2-1 up. A couple of goals, one very fortunate. The second one, the more you think about it, it was just a parry that he couldn't hold on to, and it's fallen to Arnautovic, but he's not exactly very far out. And it's 2-1 here. We've still got 10 men, of course, and we are going to have to do a little bit of defending the second half. We've been defending a lot the first half, though. Brighton haven't had a ton of very good chances, but they did score a goal, obviously, so there's still that threat. Though that is really good football, and then Arnautovic gets it back. Felipe Anderson, and that is really good counter-attacking football after taking the ball in midfield, and it's 3-1, and we're pretty fortunate that we can play against this Brighton team with 10 men. They were very, very bad first time round, and the defense obviously hasn't gotten too much better. But that's good football from Zakaria, Arnautovic, and Felipe Anderson, the three combining very well, all finding a way to beat a man up until we found Felipe Anderson, and he smashed it home. And it's 3-1 here. Lovely stuff. So we've put it into Andone, and he's fired him back 3-2, and just like that, our defense split open. Alright, so this game is not over. We were looking like we were about to be very comfortable, but he's hit back really quickly, Andone, for Brighton. And, not what we needed. Not what we needed. Especially so quickly. And I'm not sure what's going on there. I should have a second player there, but one of the center backs has gone walkabouts there. And no chance for Fabianski. Flailing his arms around us, 3-2. Brighton looking for that opening. They've got plenty of men forward here. And it leaves them susceptible to counterattacks as they push men forward looking for that equalizer with the extra man. And this is what happens. We get a little bit of a break here. One more, or a good pass or two, and it opens them right up. And it's Arnautovic. He's going to run in here, and Arnautovic inside off the post, 4-2, and Brighton, too many men forward, and we've opened them right on up, and that defense very much on its heels once we had that first couple of passes out, and it's really good composure right there from Arnautovic. He turned inside, he might have been caught very close, and it's just gone right through his legs, and no chance for the goalkeeper there. In off the post, 4-2, and a hat trick for Marko Arnautovic with 10 men all game. Wilshere, one more there, nicely done. It's Yarmolenko. Yarmolenko cuts back in. Yarmolenko finds him. Arnautovic, who's had 4 goals, playing with 10 men, 5-2. And what a game we're having. I can't even imagine what it'd be like with a man sitting right behind the striker and in front of the midfield there. That link up, that extra link up. Can't imagine what the score might possibly be if Nasri would have been able to play. But Marko Arnautovic has got 4 goals. We've got 5. And Brighton are getting smashed here, even though they've had a penalty attempt, a couple goals, an extra man, an absurd scoreline, knowing how early at 0-0 we gave up the penalty and the red card. Oh, poor giveaway on our end, though. Oh, Jesus, he's hit the post as well. We definitely cannot be giving the ball away like that. Here they come, Brighton. Looking for something there, and there he is. And it's in off the post. It's 5-3, a consolation. And I went all over the place with the defender there. But the defender we had, I thought he would drag after we pulled back, and he didn't. And then I went the other way and let him go. So I've stepped back here with number 4. I forgot who it is. And then I moved over, and not great defending. And they grab a goal back, though Sully March. His goal will just be a consolation, as this game is going to come to an end with us winning 5-3 in a game where we went down to 10 men insanely early as Wilshere. Are you kidding? With that attempt from Yarmolenko, he just had to tap it in, and he missed. This has been the weirdest game I've ever been a part of here, and it's 5-3, and it's going to end that way. It could have been 6, should have been 6, really, but it is what it is, as the whistle blows, and a victory here at Olympic Stadium. 5-3, 4 goals for Marko Arnautovic, 10.0 rating, and just an absurd game in general. So next we've got Brighton again at the weekend. We'll have to make some changes, of course, but this time it is at the FA Cup that we'll be a part of. And we're also going to check our standing in the league, because 2 wins in a row, first time in a while, unfortunately, I have to say that, as Carroll has a pre-contract. That's okay. We're going to let our pre-contracts go. I don't have too many issues at the moment when it comes to pre-contracts and the players we have that are leaving for free. I'm going to let them go ahead and do that. But before we jump into this Brighton game, or the second Brighton game, Mark Noble would like to play, of course, and he's going to. He played last game as well, but that's okay. No big deal, as we love ourselves some Mark Noble. So let's jump into the standings real quick and see where we are. Well, let's see who's left. Oh, there's still plenty. It's round 3. It's the FA Cup, not the Carabao Cup. Let's jump into the Premier League. And here we are, sitting in 8th still, as everyone above us won. But we are 2 points back of Liverpool in 4th, and only 1 point back of 5, 6, 7, where we want to be. 4 points back at 3rd, too. Not too far, as Manchester United are 8 points ahead and running away with the league at the moment. So what we're going to do is jump right on into this Brighton game, the second one. This time it's away. Hopefully we can advance in the Cup. Brighton have been rather easy for us this year. I believe we've scored 5 in both games. We'll see if we can up that again and go ahead and create another one of those. But we're going to go ahead and change this up. Nasri will come on and finally get his play. Noble in. Reed would like a game as well, I believe. Bring Perez onto the bench. Carroll is going to be leaving. And then we can bring Fredericks in as well. So let's jump into it. Brighton, FA Cup. Let's go. Decent football here from Brighton. It's a bit of space for Andone here, and he's got a bit of pace, and he has a hit, and that looks savable, didn't it, from Fabianski? Andone with the finish. It's a decent break, and he's got a bit of pace about him, Andone. And he's beat the man there and just outpaced him. and then finished it right over Fabianski. We're going to have to see that from a different angle. That looked so savable. It just went over him, and the motion he made wasn't good enough. And that should be being saved at least a little bit closer, but it is what it is. We cannot be letting those counterattacks happen on us like that, and they did right there. And it is 1-0. Good football here from Brighton. Look at that, and what a finish. Ugh. Brighton, after all the crap we talked, have woken up a little bit. They've decided that getting embarrassed is no longer good for their team, as it would seem. And it's 2-0, and that finish was something else. That is just fired into the back of the net. And look at this football from Brighton. Just a lot of one-touches, and then bam, smack. And Fabianski. This goalie's curling away from him. Very tough. And it's in the back of the net. He got a touch. Not good enough. 2-0. Noble. Finds Declan Rice here. And there's an overlap there. And it's come back to him. And it's Felipe Anderson. That's an incredible ball from Felipe Anderson. An absolutely incredible ball. And I'm not sure if that was going wide or not from Antonio after he got there. But that was... that ball was incredible. I didn't think that would work out so well. I definitely saw the run, but that is a stunning, stunning ball from Felipe Anderson there. Lovely stuff. And he's gotten to it. The defender almost got to Michael Antonio. That was going wide, and he got pushed into the net. Antonio should just be tapping that in, or pushing that into the net, or hitting it into the net, or whatever. I don't know about a tap in, but back post there definitely shouldn't be going wide from there. But the goalkeeper helped it in a little bit, and we have ourselves a bit of a lifetime. 45 minutes gone. We've got a little bit to do still. Ismail Yassar, one more. Good football. And can we hook it forward? And this Ismail Yassar is going to take it down, have a hit. And that's a really good block. A really good opportunity from out the gate as Nasri chests it down, and it has a hit. Oh, just have to get that on target. Goalie had come out. Mark Noble, so close. One more. Nasri. Back inside. One more. There it is. Sarr to make it 2. Some of the finishing sometimes not great, as Ismail Yassar had a really, really good opportunity there. And the danger man Andone comes off, and the clinical man Glenn Murray comes on. Nice. Great block. And can we get there? Nicely done. Great break here, Shirley. As Ismail Yassar grabs a hold of it. And it's Sarr who's going to outpace the man to the byline. He gets it back inside, looking for something. Finds him, and has a hit, and that's a brilliant save. And unfortunately, it's also cleared no corner as well. Nicely done by the goalkeeper there, but it was a really great move as well. Ismail Yassar plays it out, and he's wiped at it across. It looked like I might have an opportunity there. He's going to run at the byline. And it's going to be a corner. Oh, that's a bit harsh. We've had some opportunities, and we're knocking on the door. We just got to find the goal. Ball out wide. Hooked into space, and it's a good header, and it's a decent save there, as another goal would probably kill this game off. Coming forward, Declan Rice. One more to Arnautovic. There it is, Lanzini plays it in, and it's Arnautovic. Surely Arnautovic. 2-2, and we've come back from the dead a little bit. And with 15 minutes to go, it's anybody's tie now, as this game is very much opened up. Of course, a draw would mean a replay, as this is the FA Cup, but this is lovely stuff. Good take, and then he drew the center back out, and an easy finish from someone of Marko Arnautovic's quality. And it is 2-2. Let's push for this winner. No replays. There's 2 minutes added on, and it's going to fall down to him, and that's a decent ball. Comes to nothing. Hooked forward. Can we get there? Oh, we can get there, surely. That's a bad touch. And please don't blow the whistle. And he's not going to, and we can get the winner here. And Ismail Yassar does so well. Cuts back, looks for this man, just looking for something. Out wide there. Zakaria cuts back, just looking for it, and it's hooked up. And not a great ball forward. I could have had a hit, not quite, but it is going to go to a replay here. We should have done better with that bit of a chance there. But it is alright. From 2-0 down to 2-2, there will be a replay here. And they can feel comfortable, perhaps. We've dominated that second half, though that first half was not too great for a team we've put 10 goals by in 2 games. So another game against Brighton to come. We've played Brighton a lot as of late. I'm not sure when the replay will be, but we've got Arsenal next, and hopefully, as Carroll is off to Freiburg, this transfer comes in for Obiang. Let's see. Let's negotiate this. We can get a little bit more. Obiang does want to leave. We're going to have to bring in another midfielder. I'll put some more on the list, but we'll take a look at the list in a minute. What about 13? Alright, they are going to pay 13, so we got a little bit more money out of Obiang. And we're going to take a look at our transfer targets, as we've got some... we've got a couple in that midfield area already from the summer. We may add a few. William Cyprian, Weston McKennie, who might be my favorite of the bunch, just because he's so versatile, as well as he's got plenty of athletic ability, and he's the youngest of the bunch, so that would be my favorite as of right this moment. Danny Ceballos, which would be a major signing, I feel. Harry Winks, and John Joe Shelby, who I've always liked. We're also going to go for a goalkeeper, but we'll see what happens next episode, guys. But let's push forward and see if we can find something for the Brighton game. We'll move a couple of spaces forward, as something should happen. And here we go. He's loaned out. Transfer offer for Snodgrass. We're just going to go ahead and let this one go, as Snodgrass goes out and adds a little bit of money to the bank. And we're supposed to have an FA Cup replay. Where is it? There it is, next week. So next episode we'll have Arsenal, Brighton, and Bournemouth, and do our transfer stuff in there, and then Wolves will wait till the end of the month, guys. But I hope you folks have enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more. And peace.